Wake a harbor, calling the day. Turn every shadow out of my way. Wake a harbor wide, clear in my eyes. I meet the new hour, ready to rise. Nothing behind me, writes what comes next. I carry the answer under my chest. First light is touching rails by the bay. Yesterday's pressure loosens away. Plans in my pocket, finally breathe. I choose the promise I wanna keep. No one can hand me courage on cue. Still I can practice making it true. Doors that were heavy open in time. I bring the strength that already is mine. across Circular Quay, warm on the sea. All of this color comes back to me. Windows and water open the view. Morning in Sydney starts here with you. Gold across Circular Quay falls on stone. Shutters are open, one after one. Two paper coffee cups warm up our hands. Ferries are turning close to the land. You point to sunlight caught in the glass. Morning commuters hurry on past. We have no reason, racing the view. Sydney is awakening, easy and blue. Gold across Circular Quay into our eyes. Every reflection doubles the sky. Gold across Circular Quay, warm on the sea. All of this color comes back to me. Windows and water open the view. Morning in Sydney starts here with you. Buskers are testing chords by the stairs. Salt from the water moves through your hair. Someone rolls flowers out by the street. Sun paints a pattern under our feet. We miss the next ferry, laugh at the sign. No destination, ask for our time. Some days are better left without plans. The light writes the story over our hands. Stay where the water brightens the air. Leave all the questions waiting elsewhere. Nothing is missing, nothing to prove. The city is giving daylight some room. Gold on the blue, carry us through. One harbour morning, honest and you. Gold across Circular Quay into our eyes. Every reflection doubles the sky. Gold across Circular Quay, warm on the sea. All of this color comes back to me. If distant seasons pull us apart, I will keep mourning close to my heart. Not for a promise carved into stone, only the feeling we were not alone. Gold on the harbour, gold in your eyes. One simple hour that never says goodbye. Gold across Circular Quay into our eyes. Every reflection doubles the sky. Gold across Circular Quay, warm on the sea. All of this color comes back to me. Windows and water open the view. Morning in Sydney starts here with you. Gold across Circular Quay into our eyes. Every reflection doubles the sky. Gold across Circular Quay, warm on the sea. All of this color comes back to me. Windows and water open the view. Morning in Sydney starts here with you. Gold on the blue, carry us through. One harbour morning, honest and new. All across Circular Quay into our eyes. Every reflection doubles the sky.
No thunder needed, no grand parade. Just one decision, quietly made. Hope is a muscle, learning to move. Trust is a rhythm, I can improve. A better day begins under my skin. Not with the perfect world, but where I am. And a better day begins honest and bright. I give the next hour all of my life. No borrowed courage, no waiting sign. The life I am building starts here is mine. I know the feeling. plans coming loose, hours that vanish, choices I bruise. Still there is daylight under the door, still I can ask for something more. I am not finished because I fell. No single moment tells my whole tale. Hands on the future, heart in the clear. I make a beginning, starting from here. Count what is living, not what is gone. Turn to the window, welcome the dawn. Small is not nothing, slow is not late. Every true change starts choosing a gate. A better day begins under my skin, not with a perfect world, but where I am in. A better day begins, honest and bright. I give the next hour all of my life. No borrowed courage, no waiting sign. The life I am building starts here is mine. Voices may tell me stay where it's safe. Comfort can quiet a narrow space. I want the skyline wider than fear. I want the future closer and clear. Lessons are written deep in the cost. Wisdom can grow from roads that felt lost. Nothing was wasted if I can see how every heart turns, strengthened in me. Begin again, open the way. One honest choice changes the day. No thunder needed, no grand parade, just one decision, quietly made. Hope is a muscle, learning to move. Trust is a rhythm, I can improve. Morning is waiting, close is my breath. I take the first step, handle the rest. A better day begins under my skin, not with a perfect world, but where I am in. A better day begins, honest and bright. I give the next hour all of my life. No borrowed courage, no waiting sign. The life I am building starts here is mine. Not with a perfect world, but where I am in. A better day begins, honest and bright. I give the next hour all of my life. No borrowed courage, no waiting sign. The life I am building starts here is mine. A better day begins under my skin, not with a perfect world, but where. A better day begins, honest and bright. I give the next hour all of my life. No borrowed courage, no waiting sign. The life I am building starts here is mine. No thunder needed, no grand parade, just one decision, quietly made. Begin again, open the way. One honest choice changes the day.
Out on the blue, nothing to lose. Follow the water into the out on the blue, nothing to lose. Follow the water into the view. Ferries in the blue, carry the sound. Sun on the nothing to lose. Follow the water to you. Later, the weather changes its mind. Clouds over water soften the shine. Still, every ferry knows where to go. Still, every current carries a glow. Even when daylight moves out of sight, blue in the memory stays warm and bright. Come where the harbor opens its hands. Leave every timetable back on the land. We have the weather, we have the view. Nothing is asking more than we do. Ferries in the blue carry the sun on the water, turning around. Ferries in the blue, crossing the bay. Take all the hurry far out of frame, and baby, wave after wave, and sky after sky. Sydney is singing as we pass by. Ferries in the blue carry the sound, sun on the water, turning around. Ferries in the blue, crossing the bay. Take all the hurry far out of frame. Wave after wave, and sky after sky. Sydney is singing as we pass by. Out on the blue, nothing to lose. Follow the water into the view. Move before the noise.
Speaks for the day.
Move before the doubt.
Gets in the way. Alarm on the table, sun on the wall. Mind starts a meeting, naming it all. What if I'm slower? What if I miss? What if the future closes like this? Pause for a second, look at the floor. Feet know the answer better than words. Motion get quiet, stories that chase. Action can give me one honest place. I
Do not need every doubt to agree. Morning gets louder after I leave. Before the city turns up the sound, I put one clear choice down on the ground. No perfect feeling needed to start. The first small motion steadies my heart. Move before the noise.
speaks for the day.
Move before the doubt.
Gets in the way.
Wait before the noise fills up the room.
I make a little space.
Courage can use. No need to know how. Everything goes. I find my direction. Moving before.
Headlines are flashing, messages stack. Everybody wants me answering back. I keep 1 minute, cleaning my hands. Build from the rhythm, not from demands. Yesterday taught me pressure can lie. Urgent is not always worth all my time. I hear my own breathing under the rush. Steady and stronger, louder than much.
Nothing can purchase focus from me. I make the boundary I want to keep. Move before the noise.
Speaks for the day.
Move before the doubt.
Gets in the way.
Before the noise fills up the room.
I make a little space.
Courage can use. No need to know how. Everything goes. I find my direction. Moving before. Before the noise.
Before the noise. Before it grows.
I choose the motion. Nobody knows.
Before the noise. Speaks for the day.
Move before the noise.
Speaks for the day.
Move before the doubt.
Gets in the way.
Before the noise fills up the room.
I make a little space. Quiet is not empty. Silence can lead. Space face gives an honest answer to need. I do not vanish under the load. I keep my name on every new road. The world can be noisy, I can be clear. Movement reminds me why I am here.
Nobody knows. Sunday moves slow under the glow, down every old lane, nowhere to go. Sunday through the rocks, take me along. Windows are golden, radio's on. Sunday through the rocks, under the bridge, time moves like water close to the edge. Nothing is urgent, nothing is lost. We let the morning carry us across. Sunday through the rocks, quiet and warm. Old sandstone doorways carry the dawn. Tables are waiting out in the lane. Last night's umbrellas drying again. You buy a postcard, nothing to send. I read the writing, laugh at the end. Church bells are drifting over the street. Morning turns history light on its feet. Sunday through the rocks, take me along. Windows are golden, radio's on. Sunday through the rocks, under the bridge, time moves like water close to the edge. Nothing is urgent, nothing is lost. We let the morning carry us across.
Market stalls blossom, color and cloth. Someone pours honey, amber and soft. Dogs wait politely close to the chairs. Fresh bread and coffee, sweet in the air. You find a doorway painted sea green.
Say it belongs in some movie scene. I take no picture, leave it intact. Some kinds of beauty live in the fact.
Sunday through the rocks,
Take me along.
windows are golden,
Radio's on.
Sunday through the rocks,
Under the bridge, time moves like water
close to the edge.
Nothing is urgent, nothing is lost. We let the morning carry us across. Years leave their language deep in the stone. Thousands of footsteps, never alone. Today joins the story, lightly and small. Sun on our shoulders, warm on the wall. Nothing forever, still something stays. Sunday through the rocks, bright in our days. Walk where the alleys lean toward the bay. Let every old wall brighten the day. No reservation, no place to be. Sunday is opening slowly and free. Sunday through the rocks, take me along. Windows are golden,
Radio's on,
Sunday stronger every day. All the weight I carry taught me how to stay. I get stronger in the sun, clear and unafraid. Nothing I have lived through ever goes to waste. Hands toward the future, heart toward the sky. I am more than ready. Watch me come alive. I've been tested more than I'm planned. Still I'm standing here. Scars are not failure. Written in skin. They are the places healing beginning. Every hot season sharpen our view. Show me the people steady and true. Stop pretending they made me slow down. I can't blame it. Rise through it all. Bring every lesson into the light. Let every fracture open my side. I am not broken because I was bent. Strength is the meaning I choose from events. I get stronger in the sun, stronger every day. All the weight I carry taught me how to stay. I get stronger in the sun, clear and unafraid. Nothing I have lived through ever goes to waste. Hands toward the future, heart toward the sky. I am more than ready. Watch me come alive. Stronger now, into the light. Stronger still, open and bright. I used to hide from rooms I could fill, wait for permission. Quiet and still, now when the doorway opens ahead, I bring my whole voice, not just my head. Confidence grows from promises kept, worked them in private. Tears I had wept, no sudden magic, no borrowed flame, only the practice pulling my name. I'm stronger in the sun, stronger every day. All the weight I carry taught me how to stay. It's stronger in the sun, and not afraid. I never goes to waste. And not afraid. My next word goes to waste. It finds me tired and unsure. I feel the courage within me. Rest is not weakness, pause is not fun. Tomorrow will lead me back in the sun. I try to prove that change can be real. Strength is a light. My heart can bring every lesson into the light. Every fracture open my sight. I'm not broken till I'm fed. Even out here, I'm just trying to get stronger in the sun. Get stronger in the sun. Stronger every day. All the weight I carry taught me how to stand. Get stronger in the sun. And gone away. Nothing I have lived through ever goes to waste. Get stronger every day. Watch me come alive. Stronger. ground. Wind from the water still comes around, carries the salt air deep through the lane, softens the pavement after the rain. Every long city needs room to breathe. Oxford Street opens one in the breeze through the street, right in the beat. Morning and music, finally meet. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, under the sun, and a small storefront joins into one. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, cool on my face, turns an old weekday into a place. Traffic and laughter move with the tune. Sydney keeps dancing morning till noon. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, under the sun. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, cool on my face, turns an old weekday into a place. Traffic and laughter move with the tune. Sydney keeps dancing from morning till noon. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, under the sun. Every small storefront joins into one. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, cool on my face, turns an old weekday into a place. Traffic and laughter move with the tune. Sydney keeps dancing morning till noon. Sea breeze on Oxford Street, morning and music finally meet. Nothing left to doubt, nothing left to hide. I have heard the answer, steady on the inside. Nothing left to doubt, time to make it real. I can trust the future, built from what I feel. No more waiting rooms, no borrowed route. I step into the open, nothing left to doubt, 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 doubt. I spent too many hours on maybe, turning each answer until it went gray. Fear were a clever, reasonable face, kept me prepared, never in place. Now I can notice when it appears. They give for trying, not give it years. Life does not promise certainty first. Choice is the bridge and trust us the word. Nothing left to doubt, nothing left to hide. I have heard the answer, steady on the inside. Nothing left to doubt, time to make it real, time to make it real. I can trust the future, built from what I feel. No more waiting rooms, no borrowed route. I step into the open, nothing left to doubt, 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 doubt. Not every detail fits in a line. Some roads reveal their meaning in time. I may be nervous, still I can choose. Courage is acting as something to lose. People who love me gave me their view. Now I must listen deeper and true. Nobody else can lift my days. I hold the compass, I set the base. I know enough now to take the way. Truth does not always arrive in a blaze. Sometimes it whispers quiet and plain. This is your moment, enter the frame. Nothing to doubt, open it out. I know the reason, I know it now. Nothing left to doubt, nothing left to hide. I have heard the answer, steady on the inside. Nothing left to doubt, nothing left to doubt. Time to make it real, I can trust the future, not from what I feel. If I look backward, let it be kind. Every delay adds something to find. returning back to my lane. Nothing left to doubt, nothing left to doubt, nothing left to hide. I have heard the answer steady on the inside. Nothing left to doubt, time to make it real. I can trust the future, what I feel. No more waiting rooms, no borrowed route. I step into the open. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing to doubt. Open it up. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing left to hide. I never the answer. Nothing left to doubt. Time to make it real. I can trust the future built from what I feel. No more waiting rooms, no borrowed route. I step into the open. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing to doubt. Open it out. I know the breeze of the mind going out. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing left to hide. I've heard the answer steady on the inside. Nothing left to doubt. Time to make it real. I can trust the future built from what I feel. No more waiting rooms, no borrowed route. I step into the open. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing left to doubt. Nothing to doubt. Open it up. I know the reason. I know it now. Nothing left to doubt. Somewhere the city races ahead. We keep a pocket of quiet instead. No grand occasion calls us today. Only the harbor holding the bay. Coffee by the harbor, warm in my hand. Blue on the water, gold on the land. Coffee by the harbor, time moving slow. We let the whole morning choose where we go. Nothing dramatic, nothing to prove. Just Sydney sunlight, coffee and you. Coffee by the harbor, steam in the air. Sun finds the silver clip in your hair. Ferries keep leaving right on the hour. Someone's watering roses, small flowers. We take the table close to the rail. Read every headline, laugh at the fail. You draw a circle under one name. Say we should visit where summer comes again. Stay for another minute or two. Morning's better shared here with you. No need to hurry into the crowd. Water keeps talking, gentle and loud. Coffee by the harbor, warm in my hand. Blue on the water, gold on the land. Coffee by the harbor, time moving slow. We let the whole morning choose where we go. Nothing dramatic, nothing to prove. Just Sydney sunlight, coffee and you.
A little brown sparrow,
Waits by your shoe,
you break a corner.
leave it a few.
Boats make a pattern,
White against green,
off as lights flicker.
high in the scene.
Phones stay forgotten,
Deep in our coats,
we trade old stories.
unfinished notes.
One ordinary hour
Open the door,
makes me remember.
what time can be for? Coffee and blue, easy and true. Morning by water, waiting for you. Somewhere the city
they remember. Yeah. Calendar open, page with our marks. No one can tell me where value starts. Maybe it's showing up for the call. Maybe ain't giving truth after all. I want no headline, borrowed applause. I want a reason, tap to a cause. Work with a heartbeat, words that are clean. People feel safe, but after they meet me, smart acts can travel farther than fame. Today is a chance to live out my name. Don't do what will matter after the sound. Leave something honest here on the ground. No need for fireworks light in the sky. Puppets can whisper, still never die.
Make today remember how I showed up, how I kept giving when it got tough. Make today remember kindness and love, how I made room for people I serve. Not for the spotlight, not for the praise. I leave a good echo
After the day, messages waiting, deadlines arrive. Pressure can narrow how I decide. I keep the larger picture in view. What will this action building the truth? I can be careful, still move with speed. Listen for people hidden by need. Power is measured, how it is shared. Trust grows in moments, nobody brackets. Even a hard day carries a door. I choose what made it walk through it.
Make today remember how I showed up, how I kept giving when it got tough. Make today remember kindness and love, how I made room for people I serve. Not for the spotlight, not for the praise. I leave a good echo
After the day.
How I showed up, how I kept giving when it got tough. Make today remember kindness and love, how I made room for people I serve.
When all the numbers chase the screen, what for me of who I have been. Hands that are steady, doors that I am, truth that I carry, stories I help. Niggas and stars in ordinary ways. I'll wait till
Sails in the light, silver and white, carry the morning clear into sight. Light on the upper sails, turning them bright. White on the harbor, floating in light. Light on the upper sails, opens the view. Every clean angle cuts through the blue. Light on the upper sails, white into gold. Curves catch the morning, right in control. People are gathering down by the stairs. Wind brings the harbor into the square. You shade your eyes and point to the roof. Say every landmark started as proof. Someone imagined more than a wall. Now it holds sunlight, open for all. Stay where the shadow shorten and move. Look how the water answers the blue. Morning is painting one perfect line across every rooftop into your eyes. Light on the upper sails, turning them bright. White on the harbor, floating in light. Light on the upper sails, opens the view. Every clean angle cuts through the blue. Music and water rise hidden deep in the sails. Every new angle changes the scene. The white can hold thousands of shades in between. Light keeps returning over the bay, making the old world new every day. Stay where the shadows shorten and move. Look how the water answers the blue. Morning is painting one perfect line across every rooftop into your eyes. Light on the opera sails, turning them bright. White on the harbor, floating in light. Light on the opera sails, opens a view. Every clean angle cuts through the music and water. Rise, rise with the day. Sydney keeps shining. Sydney keeps shining. Oh, light on the opera sails, turning them bright. Light on the harbor, floating in light. Light on the opera sails, opens a view. Every clean angle cuts through the music and water. Rise with the day. Sydney keeps shining over the bay. Sails in the light, silver and white, carry the morning clear into sight. I'm I decided to begin. I am built from every morning. I decided to begin. Built from every quiet promise I kept under my skin. I am built from every morning when the easy door was closed. Every patient act of courage made the person that I know.
Nobody sees all choices I make. Water before dawn, promises kept. Pages I finish, calls I return. Quiet corrections, lessons I learn. Change is not sudden, lightning above. It is the practice shaped out of love. Every beginning leaves something small. Stacked it, the courage, stronger and tall. Count every morning I entered the room. Even when confidence had not yet bloomed. Effort remembers what fear forgets. I am the total of promises made. I am built from every morning. I decided to begin. Built from every quiet promise
I kept under my skin.
I am built
From every morning when the easy door was closed.
every
Patient act of courage made the person that I know. Nothing honest disappears. Nothing true is ever small. I am built from every morning. I kept showing up through all. Built day by day, steady, steady and brave. Morning by morning, making the way. Some days were graceful, some barely moved. Still every effort gave me a groove. I stopped demanding constant success. Learned how persistence answers the test. People who helped me live in my stride. Words they once gave me travel inside. I carry gratitude into the work. Strength becomes kinder knowing its source. I am built from every morning. I decided to begin.
built from every quiet promise
I kept under my skin.
I am built from
I'll call it failure or end. Beginnings are honest, roads back to truth. Every new morning gives me the proof. Life is not finished, shaping my name. I keep becoming through sun and through rain. Built day by day, steady and brave. Morning by morning, making the way. I am built from every morning I decided to begin. Built from every quiet promise I kept under my skin. I am built from every morning when the easy door was closed. Every patient act of courage made the person that I know. Nothing honest disappears, nothing true is ever small. I am built from every morning I kept showing up through all. I am built from every morning I decided to begin. Built from every quiet promise I kept under my skin. I am built from every morning when the easy door was closed. Every patient act of courage made the person that I know. Nothing honest disappears, nothing true is ever small. I am built from every morning I kept showing up through all. Built day by day, steady and brave. Morning by morning, making the way. Pieces of blue, falling in view. Every small opening leads back to you. Blue between the buildings over our heads, light through the windows, gold on the steps. Blue between the buildings, bright little sea, turns every side street open and free. Look up together, watch it come through. Sydney keeps leaving pieces of blue. Blue between the buildings, narrow and high. Morning pours down with pieces of sky. Windows are holding clouds in a row. Taxis move under flashes of gold. You take the cross and turn with the grin. Sun finds the door, it pulls both of us in. City feels close, framed from above. Blue in the corners looks like enough. Blue between the buildings, over our heads, light through the windows, gold on the steps. Blue between the buildings, bright little sea, turns every side street open and free. Look up together, watch it come through. Sydney keeps leaving pieces of blue. Laundry on balconies moves in the air. Someone wheels boxes out by the stairs. Glass doors are catching faces and signs. Morning rearranges ordinary lines. We find a rooftop open and plain. See all the ferries tiny like rain. No single picture holds the whole town. Blue keeps appearing wherever we turn. Blue between the buildings, over our heads, light through the windows, gold on the steps. Blue between the buildings, bright little sea, turns every side street open and free. Look up together, watch it come through. Sydney keeps leaving pieces of blue. When the afternoon closes, narrowest lane, sky leaves a color after it changes. Even dark pieces of blue. Follow the color over the street. Let every skyline fall with the beat. Even the concrete opens a view. Morning keeps finding pathways of blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue between the buildings, over our heads, light through the windows. Gold on the stairs, blue between the buildings. Bright little sea turns every side street open and free. Look up together, watch it come through. Sydney keeps leaving pieces of blue, pieces of blue, falling in view. Every small opening leads back to you. Blue between the buildings, over our heads, right through the windows. Gold on the stairs, blue between the buildings. Bright little sea turns every side street open and free. Look up together, watch it come through. Sydney keeps leaving pieces of blue, pieces of blue, falling in view. Every small opening leads back to you. Carry the sunrise home under your heart. Carry the gold when harder hours start. Carry the sunrise home steady and clear. Let it remind you why you are here. Every new ending opens a door. Carry the sunrise, come back for more. Morning has given more than a view. Showed me the courage waiting to move. Water reflected all I could be. Not as a promise, more as a key. I cannot hold every color in place. Still I can carry warmth from this space. When later hours ask me for more, I bring the sunrise in through the door. Keep what is open deep in the chest. Carry the brightness into the test. Daylight is not just weather above. It is the meaning I choose out of love. Carry the sunrise home under your heart. Carry the gold when harder hours start. Carry the sunrise home steady and clear. Let it remind you why you are here. Every new ending opens a door. Carry the sunrise, come back for more. Carry it home, bright in the soul. Morning will meet us back at the shore. Maybe tomorrow clouds fill the bay. Maybe the shoreline changes to gray. I do not need every sky to be clear. Light is a lesson practiced in here. Kindness I offer, work that I do turns into daylight, passing on through. Hope is not fragile, held by the sun. It keeps on growing after day one. Carry the sunrise home under your heart. Carry the gold when harder hours start. like a sun.